Hey everyone, it's Horizon, and today we're going to find out if the Abyss Watcher from Dark Souls 3 has what it takes to beat Elden Ring. Let's go. Alright, one reason I'm really stoked to try out the Abyss Watcher is because it is incredibly quick. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of that here. Oh wow, hits very hard too, already staggered. And in under probably 5 seconds, that was the start and the end of Margit. And now that Margit's out of the way, we are off to Godrick. All right, I'm assuming this one will go relatively quick as well. Oh, not quite as much range as I thought. Still a lot, but had to get a little closer. I think that is going to be a huge, for like, I'm guessing primarily Malenia. This attack here is going to be how we kind of get our hits in without getting smacked around. And while I was getting sidetracked, clearly we've already almost demolished Godrick. One more hit will do it. Can we get like a jump slash? There we go. Another super fast one. And now that Godrick's been defeated, we are off to Rennala. All right, let's see how fast we can take down Rennala. All right, student number 1. Oh, okay, there's student number 2. We do so much damage. I feel like we're not going to have any issues one-cycling her. Okay, got her targeted. Yeah, the damage is insane. That was so fast. Okay, and now to absolutely... Oh! Almost... Yeah, almost got sniped. There we go. I thought it was going to flatten her. Yeah, that was almost a little bad. Because that thing, the Comet Azure does a ton of damage. So almost threw that one away. And now that Rennala's been defeated, we're off to Radahn. Okay. Jumping attack opener. Somehow missed his attack. Yeah, if we just keep up the aggression with the Abyss Watcher, I don't think any boss is really going to stand a chance here. All right, we're backing off just because I want to give him a little bit of a shot with his Meteor Smash. Is he going to do it? Okay. Almost thought he didn't take his opportunity I gave him. And he didn't even hit it. How embarrassing. We'll wrap it up then. Another incredibly fast fight. And now that Radahn's been defeated, we are off to the capital. But first, I think we need to make an adjustment. Phase 2, baby. Since we have such a basic moveset, or a straightforward moveset, I should say, I feel like it's only fair we add a little flair to it finally. All right, let's start smacking around Goldfrey. Oh, almost hitless. Almost. He only got us once. Absolutely obliterated yet again. And now that Goldfrey's been defeated, we're off to Morgott. Is this going to be another one where we just absolutely melt him? Yeah, hilarious damage. Even with his reduced damage when he's doing his phase transition, I was still just taking chunks out of his health bar. All right. Can't let him get too cocky there. And with Morgott defeated, we're off to the Fire Giant next. And here's where the bosses typically start getting a little tougher for us, so I'm very curious to see how this goes. As long as we keep up the pressure and keep him staggered, I feel like we'll be fine, but we're going to find out here shortly. I go straight for that ankle. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage. Not really seeing any significant fall off yet. Already through like 25%. I don't want to let him get too far away from us. Ooh, some of these explosions can be pretty bad. Hey. Not if we just rush it to phase 2, though. Ooh. Almost dodged directly into the roll. All right, we're getting close. Just, gotta make sure we don't get one shot by anything. Okay, his roll does a little under half of our health, so that's good news. No chance of getting one shot with that. But just keep it going. We're almost there. Absolutely annihilated. No chance at all. fire giant has been smoked. And now that the fire giant has been defeated, it is off to the Godskin Duo. All right, this fight's going to be tricky. I feel like we've got a good shot here, but also they could probably kill us very quickly. So I have to make sure I don't get cornered or surrounded. Although we're already almost done with the Apostle. Ooh, and when we have both together and our slashes hit both of them, that is some insane damage. Okay, so this is the first run in a minute where the Godskin Duo were just kind of deleting. Normally they get 1 or 2 really quick kills on us. So this is a very welcome change. Let's back up a little bit. Might as well heal up to full. Okay, Apostle number 2 down. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this one up. God, Abyss Watcher's speed is just, I can't understate how crazy it is. And now, with the Godskin Duo defeated, it is time for Maliketh. Okay, time to see how Maliketh goes. Our run with Soul of Cinder was a little tougher than I was expecting, and I think that was largely because of his speed. Whereas I feel like I'm having the exact opposite experience here with the Abyss Watcher. He's just so fast that it feels like nobody stands a chance. Like, we're all ready to phase 2 here. Okay, let's get the stagger. It's very bad letting Maliketh kind of ramp up. Really doesn't seem like that's happening, though. Yeah, he is done for. Yet again, absolutely no chance for Maliketh. And with Maliketh defeated, we are off to Gideon. Okay, my goal here is going to be, can I take Gideon out without giving him a chance to heal? See, we're getting close. There we go. Didn't even finish his speech. I feel like it's been a second since we've given him a proper beatdown, so that was more than deserved. And now that Gideon's been defeated, it is off to Godfrey and Horalu. Okay, this one could be challenging. We're going to have to be careful here. Yeah, that's some big damage. Oh, that completely missed. Ooh, that was a really big hit. All right, we should be getting... Yep. Okay. Looks like Horalu bugged out. Time to restart the fight. Okay, will we actually get him this time? Here we go. He's not hiding from us. God, we are just melting his health bar. We got to be careful, though, because, yeah, stomps like that would probably delete our health bar. Okay. Let's finish it up. We humored him for a second, but let's be real. Never stood a chance. And now that Godfrey and Horalu have been taken out, it is time to pay a visit to Malenia. Okay, this fight was pretty difficult as Soul of Cinder. I have a feeling it's not going to be too bad just because of our speed with Abyss Watcher. Yeah, I'm just so much more mobile than I was with Soul of Cinder. All right. The one thing, let's definitely not get caught in Waterfowl. All right, busting out the Waterfowl again. Okay, got through phase 1. Once this attack lands, let's get out of range and heal real quick. Because phase 2's got a couple more things that could potentially burn us down pretty quick. So we're going to have to be careful. That attack is insane. Oh, not the... Ooh. Yeah, the little Scarlet Vortex thing, that's one of the things I was worried about. Ooh. A couple things caught us there. We got very close to dying. Okay, after this, I feel like we'll be able to take her out while she's recovering. Ooh, we got a stagger. This might be it. Yeah, Jesus. Never stood a chance. And now that Malenia has been defeated, there's only one thing standing between us and the Elden Throne. Okay, Abyss Watcher has had a very dominating run so far, but we still can't underestimate Radagon. Yeah, we do good damage. I was expecting that. Ooh. And yet again, as I say, we shouldn't underestimate him. I almost get killed within 10 seconds. All right, let's keep the pressure up. We're doing great. Okay, this is his big attack. We definitely got to avoid this. Get back in there. Ooh, we got the stagger. Will this be it? Ooh, that was close. But we smoked him. All right, Elden Beast time. Yeah, we're melting this health bar as well. I think this has been one of the most one-sided runs I've done. Like, I was expecting... Ooh. I was definitely expecting Abyss Watcher to be strong. I wasn't expecting him to be this strong. But, I mean, speed goes a long way. Okay, yeah, the main annoying thing here is us not having any kind of reliable way to close the gap or do range damage. But, I mean, we staggered him. And, I mean, the health bar is empty now, so there's going to be no distance to close because the boss is dead. And with that, the Elden Beast has been defeated. Okay, and the only thing left to do now is min the Elden Ring and take our place on the Elden Throne. Okay, let's see how we look on the Elden Throne here. Actually not bad, very fitting. The Flaming Sword is a nice touch. And that concludes the Abyss Watcher's absolutely dominating run through Elden Ring. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe as many more are going to be coming out in the future. Thanks for watching, catch you in the next one.